Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me closing out my makeup rehab series for 2022. Yes, this is super late. I fell off Vlogmas, so I have a lot of videos to catch up on. I will have a low buy for 2023, and the intro to that will be a separate video, but I wanted to close out my beauty bank style low buy, which was inspired by itsjustSteph, who is linked down below. I was doing this every other month, an update on the makeup I brought in, which took away points from my beauty bank, as well as my makeup empties, which added points. Excuse the setup today. I just filmed a bookish video for my second channel, hence why I'm in front of my bookshelves, but Emma is still sleeping, so I'm going to sneak this video in. I hauled a lot of stuff in November and December, Black Friday deals, Christmas, both gifts and like purchasing stuff. It was a lot, and I will link up in the cards my recent haul, and so you can see all the products. You can see what the palettes look like, you can see the blushes, etc. I didn't want to waste time by going to grab all that stuff to just flash it at you really fast so you can count. I have done the counting. Don't you worry, I did bring my makeup empties, my pitiful amount of makeup empties up here, but we're just going to go over the numbers and round out a bit of a conclusion. So, like I said, the haul is linked up in the cards. I also have a YouTube short as well as a reel on Instagram of my Sephora VIB sale haul, which was at the beginning of November. But going into November 1st, I had 7 makeup points and 1 palette point left from what I had given myself. So we're going to be doing some math. So I had 7 points. Let's take away all that I bought. So I bought 4 makeup items in my Sephora sale. I bought 6 NYX items, 2 items from Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like Canada's version of an Ulta kind of, and 5 makeup products from ColourPop. I bought 1 blush, but also their mystery box, so I kept 4 non-palette products from my mystery box. So that is taking 17 points away from my 7 points, leaving me in the negative by 10. My goal for the year was to never be in the negative, and I wasn't. All year long, my beauty bank went up and down until I shopped too much for Black Friday. I 100% did. I talked about that in my haul. I went overboard. A lot of makeup came in, which is not great. And my birthday's in January, so I will be placing a Sephora order. I have 2 Sephora gift cards from Christmas. I am unclear on if I'm going to count those towards my 2023 low buy, but anyways, I'm rambling. So we are at negative 10 points. The question is, did I have any makeup empties? And yes, I did, just a couple. I finished my ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in the shade Light Brown. It's not going to focus on that. I finished a mini Buxom lip gloss in the shade Dolly. This was an amazing empty for me. I finished my Becca Liquid Opal, just a mini, but it took me 90 uses. And I finished the Ilia Fullest Volumizing Mascara. I liked this less than their Limitless mascara. I will say that. They have 2 mascaras, and I like this one less, but I still did enjoy it. So 4 makeup empties, leaving me with negative 6 points. For palettes, I had 1 point remaining, and I bought 1 palette from ColourPop and kept 2 palettes of the mystery box, so take away 3 palettes. The palettes I won from Odin's Eye, I did not count. If it's PR or a gift, I haven't been counting it. It's just been what I spent my money on. So that leaves me with negative 2 palette points for December 31st, 2022. Going into 2023, I did say I would just be adding 10 points to each of my categories. I gave myself at the beginning of 2022 20 products I could buy, 10 makeup. I just grouped everything together minus eyeshadow palettes. I had separate points for that, 10 palette points, 10 makeup points. And I said if I was in the negative that I would just add 10 points. So that would leave me with 4 points, 4 makeup points, and 8 palette points going into 2023. But I'm going back on that. We'll talk more about this in my intro on like my actual rules for the month, but I'm just going to explain my reasoning in this video. Though clearly I did shop too much. I didn't empty out enough products. Like in theory, this should work really well for me. But in 2022, I was much better at decluttering. I still am not comfortable with just throwing stuff in the trash, but I was more giving to my friends and family. And when I was visiting, I would bring kind of a bin of products that I would be okay if I didn't own them. But if nobody wanted them, I would be okay with using them. They hadn't gone bad. They just maybe weren't my absolute favorites. And I decluttered a lot to friends and family in 2022, which feels really good. So as someone who has a larger makeup collection, who really enjoys project painting, but also testing new makeup, this beauty bank style low buy works best for me in like allowing 20 items to come into my collection. Now I have done my makeup inventory. I will not be spoiling the entire thing. There will be a makeup inventory video. Again, I'm just behind on everything. But from January 1st of 2022 to January 1st of 2023, my makeup decreased by 3 items when I was allowing my makeup to increase by 20 items. I still don't want to count declutters as points. I don't want to encourage myself in that way because I think I might then just hand off things that I really do love and could use a lot or could pan just for the sake of getting points back to buy something new. I would like to think that I wouldn't do that, but I might. So I don't even want to give myself that incentive to declutter, but I just feel better about decluttering a little bit more. But I was okay with my inventory increasing by only 20, no more than 20. So that is with decluttering taking away. And I also received quite a lot of PR in 2022, more than I ever thought that I would. And so I expected inflated numbers, and that's not what I got. So I would call that a successful low buy year. And while I did buy more makeup than I should have, I also used up a decent amount of makeup for me. I do hope to like double that in 2023 with more consistent makeup usage, but decreased by 3. Now I will say my eyeshadow palettes did increase by 7. So I did declutter some palettes. I was allowed to increase my palette collection to 10. I did bring in more than 10. I ended the year in the negative, but with the decluttering taking away and the PR adding in, I had 78 palettes in January of 2022, and I currently have 85 palettes, which is still a lot, but I feel so good about that. I really truly do. I increased the number of pans in my makeup, my eyeshadow pans, and overall decreased the number of makeup items I have in my collection and did not buy all of the palettes. So for those reasons, those statistics, that data, I am not punishing myself with rolling my negative beauty bank points into 2023. I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to call 2022 a successful low buy year for me. I'm actually so proud of myself and was very surprised when I did my inventory because some of my categories did increase by a decent amount. For example, again, I don't want to spoil all of my makeup inventory stuff because that will be a separate video, but for example, my liquid lipsticks increased by 6. My regular lipsticks increased by 3, but I also had quite a few categories decrease, hence actually having 3 fewer makeup items than I did 1 year ago. So my Makeup Rehab series 2022 was a success. Once again, I'm going to switch things up a little bit in 2023, but expect another beauty bank style low buy from me. This system that It's Just Steph has worked out just works really well for me. Her and I have different points and different rules and all of that, but I got the main idea from her and it's worked way better than X number of items or X number of dollars or just don't buy anything. This is working really well for me and I'm just so happy about that. I am going to stop chatting your ear off. Let me know how your low buy did in 2022. Did you reflect and kind of look at the stats to see if it worked well for you? And if it didn't, what are you changing in 2023? I would love to chat with you in the comments. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.